Another day, another colleague of mine getting sued. Okay, Minnie Dlamini has officially put out a statement, and she's saying that the only apology she'll ever accept is the one with who? Mandela's face on it. With who? Lisicha Ganyago. Lisicha. I haven't seen Money in so long that I don't even know the signature or the name of the governor of the Reserve Bank. Lisicha Ganyago. Lisicha. Woo! Ngicela ngipheni imali. No, ngicela ngipheni imali because ubani ose Reserve Bank. Mina, I always had money when Tito Mboweni was the governor. Tito Mboweni, shasha, nikili rich kampi. Khona no. Go big, go ngata, go tsada, go wima, go itsimang. What the hell is Beyonce to shoot? Yan amugela gung wayani bumt abaga tayati bumt abaga koko bumt abaga auntie bumt abaga sissy. I am Sims and it's at Alright Sims on Instagram, so please follow your sister. I also promote businesses and YouTube channels, so if you are interested in getting a bigger audience or clients for your business, sorry hit me up. It's somewhere over there. It's way too far. Anyway, we are back discussing MacGyver, McWeb, and Minette Elizabeth Jessica Dlamini. Those are not her names. Don't look them up. Those are really not her names. They just sounded like they wanted to be there on my mouth. And if you want to fight me, okay, call my mother's teachers, sisters, uncles, little sisters, boyfriends, brothers, husbands, sons, daughter. They'll talk to you. Don't talk to me, okay? Because right now I don't even have lawyers. Lillian Dube and Desmond Dube have rejected me, clientele, so don't even bother calling them. Now, who shall need lawyers is my colleague MacGyver Mukwebe. So now let us discuss what happened. You remember when MacGyver was on his podcast, né? And that podcast, they were discussing why is Minnie Dlamini's relationships always breaking down? Okay? And this man said, maybe her bath equipment smells funky. Okay? Discussing someone's private parts like you've been in and out of them like a gynae. Imagine. Anyway, then obviously we went on to do stories about that story, and then our comment sections, because one thing about the chillers, MacG has a following like the cult. They will defend MacG through everything. People were in my comment section only highlighting Hori. He said maybe. Okay, he couldn't say maybe. Maybe she's the one that dumps them. Maybe he couldn't find any other excuse for that maybe. He only could say maybe her private part collaborations. It's not even a hit. Not even on Spotify, Shem. Sorry. Anyway, so Minnie Dlamini went on to release a statement, alright? And she said that she was watching in like sadness and pain, you know, watching her body being discussed and her private parts being discussed. Like it was just like grotesque. But people know English when they come to write statements. They don't do Angel Muteka. They write those ones. Who's the new Minister of Education, so that I can really leave Angel Muteka and the Defense Force alone, you know? Anyway, in her statement, she categorically states that MacG has reached out via his lawyers and offered an apology. Even on the podcast I heard, MacG did say that he is sorry.
Speaking about women, man, I want to apologize first and foremost to all the female chillers and just women in general in SA, you know, that I might have offended with that comment. That was not the intention. You know, we never say things to offend
Beautiful
people.
stuff, man. Whoa, man.
You know
Yeah.
And
No,
also,
we don't.
bro, and also I want to extend an invite to Minnie Dlamini, bro.
But Minnie Dlamini says that although an apology has been offered, she will not be accepting it, and she is going ahead a lawsuit. She will be suing the podcast, okay, because she says it's not only one time, it's not only, they've been discussing her and she's up to here. She's up to here, and then she's not a 3-foot pot. Okay, she can't boil and bubble over. She's human being person biologically. Okay, and there's only so much she can take, and she's not only doing it for herself. And it's the fact that she started getting dragged on the podcast because she was defending who? Amanda Dupont. What was happening when Jib and MacG were talking about Amanda Dupont, and then Minnie Dlamini put out a tweet and said that was the most disgusting piece of content that I have ever watched. So ever since then, MacG came in and was like, oh, you are a fine one to speak. You have done private part collaborations allegedly with all of the SABC. This is why you have the job that you have at Supersport. Ever since then, MacG, at any rice kitchen and Christmas, he says something about you, Minnie Dlamini, right? So Minnie is like, it's not the first time, and it's the fact that I was defending someone else that I got dragged into this, and now I'm always being called names and whatnot, and I'm up to here, right? And I'm not only doing this for myself, I'm doing it for the other women. And it's because that you are apologizing because you were called out by so many guys. I didn't know that Minnie Dlamini's private parts are so important, like more important than justice for Twekwe. More important. No, I'm very serious, like I'm sarcastically serious, because when we were striking and fighting and protesting for justice for other girls, young girls that were violated, and the government was quiet. Minnie Dlamini's birth equipment, oh Sana, they discussed this matter in parliament. Tell me what kind of gold and birth equipment you must have for it to be like a met, like guys. No, konabantu aba blessed, I'm telling you. And I am so, this is the one part that I'm really mad at the government for, because you're always quiet. It's like these celebrities that are always quiet. You're always quiet on matters of national importance. Very, very silent. But now because the topic is trending, a topic is popular, you want to step in and be so grandstanding. Shut up. You must walk in my police station. Quiet. Mara, you want to be in the forefront. Why? No, nisile. And I'm not guy one, not guy two. Ganing. Same, just like these celebrities, they were very quiet when we were doing justice for Twetwe, justice for Alu, 8-month-old babies being violated. You guys were very quiet. Celebrities, Black Coffee, you in particular, Oskido, I love you. I interview you, I love you. But you guys, Bentulile, Manje Scott Mapuma was being cancelled. Guess who's writing notes and love letters? You, very big celebrities, entering chats that don't even need you, because those people brought these things against themselves. Scott brought whatever was happening against him, against himself. But you guys are now like, oh Scott. Where are you when serious things are happening in your own country? Never. Good in fail. No, ni stout, ni dingy bras. Anyway, so y'all. So Minnie is like, you guys are only now talking about it because it became a big training thing. People were fetching you, people were dragging you. That's the only reason why you're apologizing. Therefore, Titi, Pote, Aki, Bati, Hohutwa, Nix, Kalisua, Susu, joining Rebecca Malupe in the lawsuit department. So we're going to see how this plays out. Wait again, and again one. So if there's an update, I will definitely tell you, because my colleague is in hot water. Imagine being MacG, yeah? You are so problematic that you're even being discussed in parliament affairs. I'm straight up.